What's howling, Lobos? Welcome back to another episode of La Mesa Not So Live. Today is Friday, September 11th, and this is our third episode of the new school year. Our goal is to put on at least one show per week, which will give you a chance to hear school announcements, as well as see some segments and interviews that we have been working on. Once again, I'm your host, Mr. Jacobson, and I'd like to invite you to please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Great news! We have added a curbside pickup day next week. Reserve your book In Destiny this weekend and pick it up either Monday or Tuesday during flex time. Happy reading! In remembrance of the events of 9/11, today's Spirit Day has been changed to Red, White, and Blue Day. You can wear any red, white, or blue clothing or accessories. Zoom backgrounds will also count for Spirit points. ASB is sorry for any confusion over childhood cancer awareness. Speaking of 9/11, here's an interview with a former Navy SEAL as part of our recognition of the importance of this date in history.
Time is passing, yet for the United States of America, there will be no forgetting September the 11th. We will remember every rescuer who died in honor. We will remember every family that lives in grief. We will remember the fire and ash, the last phone calls, the funerals of the children. Former President George W. Bush.
September 11th, 2001, 5 planes were hijacked and terrorists planned a suicide mission. 2 of the 5 planes crashed into the World Trade Centers. 1 crashed into the Pentagon. It was a heartbreaking event. I interviewed my neighbor who was a retired Navy SEAL to get some insight on 9/11. During 9/11, where and what were you doing at the time?
Well, I was in the Navy, and I was actually running a PT, that's physical training with the students that we had. And when I came in after PT, they told us that one of the towers had just been hit. So we started watching the news. Then once the second one hit, we knew that it wasn't a mistake by pilots, but it was an actual terrorist attack. So obviously being in the Navy, we were all on high alert.
What were you thinking during the time of the attack?
At the time, quite honestly, because I was a SEAL, we knew about bin Laden already and Al-Qaeda and a lot of things that occurred in the past with his group. So we suspected it was him, and basically we were just trying to figure out what our future was going to look like and what was going to come down from the president and our leaders. So we're just standing by waiting for the word and the go-ahead to start mission planning and get ready for our retaliation.
And how did it affect your work?
With me, I was actually at a shore command, and while everybody at what shore command is in the Navy is you do so much time at sea, they call it. So in the SEAL teams, we're not really on a ship out at sea, but we deploy. And I was on a tour of duty for a few years to where you're on shore, which allows you time to be with the family and whatnot. Well, everyone on shore duty wants to be on sea duty now because there's an attack on the U.S. and everyone wanted to work. And they basically denied everyone's request to go to an active command to go overseas. So I had to wait around for a few years before I actually got involved in the operations overseas in Afghanistan.
All right, thank you.
Hey Lobos, the yearbook class has started a Google Classroom, and we wanted you all to join in. In it, you will find surveys and poll questions related to this year's yearbook. Continued participation throughout the year could win you a free yearbook. Go join our Google Classroom and check out this week's survey. The code to join is OEARW6W. There is a new club at La Mesa called the Buddy Up Club. This club is for all students to join and make new friends. The club will host Zoom meetings every Wednesday at 1:30 for 45 minutes to an hour. You can access these on the ASB Google Classroom. One of the most tragic days in American history occurred 19 years ago today. As people around the world watched, terrorists used 5 hijacked airplanes as weapons, and as a result, more than 3,000 people lost their lives. We have since recovered from this tragedy, but we must never forget that fateful day. This segment was created by a student as a tribute to those who were affected by this act.
Please have a moment of silence for those who have sadly lost their lives on the tragic day of 9/11.
Thank you. Today in tech history, on September 11th, 1985, the International Cometary Explorer passed through the gas tail of Comet P. Giacobini-Zinner, the first ever man-made object to pass through the tail of a comet. Today is also the birth date of television and movie actress Taraji P. Henson. She is 50 years old. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope to see you back here next week. We here in the video production class care about you and hope you are staying safe and staying healthy. Have a relaxing weekend. Bye.